What is it, sir? Amazon certification, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so very good evening or good afternoon, everybody. So let's begin. So let's start. So the last class, what we did is like we listened to some audio podcast, and I'm sure we all liked it. Different,
The course is
what do you
almost
call,
for 2 months,
topics
but Mahesh is
and
saying
different
like
flavor of
getting the
discussion,
full
and
form of this
right. So that
attending
was another
class session of this.
something which
He was going to attend.
another flavor in terms of tools, right? Which we learned. So what we would do today, see today this is the next class would be our feedback class as well. So that is something I just wanted to keep you posted. After this, we will have another two class. The last one would be on 29th, right? So that is when we would have our last class. So like every batch, what we also do is like we try and engage with the participant to understand what's being their learning in terms of the learning curve. And many of you have been in 201 as well, and you have come in 301. So you probably can identify and share what happened in 201, what did you learn, and how it was. And so what is your learning from 301 as well, right? And what are the changes which you probably see in you, right? And those kind of stuff. It would be great if you would share, right? Another very important thing is like also if you want to see something else, because if you see, this is not only in terms like a textbook kind of a training, there is a lot of out of box stuff which happens. So this is also an opportunity to share if you wanted to see something else which you wanted to see as a part of 301, right? And we would be very happy, I would be very happy and glad to hear that, and which can become a part of our curriculum for the upcoming batch as well, right? So that is something we can always would be very happy uh, to hear about, or also any other feedback which you want to share, you certainly can, right? So that is one. I thought what we will do is like first thing, because we do the task a little bit later. So instead of vocabulary, what we would do is like first thing, we will have a look at the TEDx video, right? One TEDx video, another platform. TEDx is also another great platform, as I did mention, right? So we will look at what is TEDx about, and then what we would also do is like have a look at an video, and also then post which what we will also have, we will have a Q&A, and so Rashmi can help us in correcting that. So Rashmi, is that Google form ready for that particular stuff? Didn't see in the folder.
I'll share in the chat.
Sorry,
I'll share in the chat box.
you will share in the chat box. Okay, put in a folder as well, which is 101, 201, 301. I can also do that, but today you can share. Okay,
No chat box. It's there. I'll share. Put it in the folder later.
okay, fine, no issues. Right, we have created it. Right, fabulous. Right, so what we would do is like we will look at that, and so Kartika is also here. Is she recording?
Yes, sir, I'm recording.
Okay, fabulous. So enjoy the class as well. Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. So what we would do now is like, yes, I could see Srinidhi and Rashmita and Sabita as well. And just do check with others as well, another two, right? And keep me posted, Rashmi. So what we would do is like we'll get into the task first. So first thing is like we will look at this particular video. If you have seen it before in 201, because now we have segregated all 201 and 301 videos as well. If you have seen it before in the previous class, I don't think so you would have seen it. If you have seen it, it's fine. You can still go ahead and share your feedback. So post this video, I would like you to share what do you feel about this, right? So one thing is like about the video. Second thing is about whether you agree or you disagree, right? Or whether you think that there was some example which was around which has happened with you in your life, and you are free to share. So this would be your platform. Even if you want to share for 10 minutes as well, we will be we will be very happy. right? So that is one. So, but as I said, you don't have to agree with everything, but why you don't agree, you can share that part. And also, I would say this particular speaker is good, right? So he uses the stage and stuff like that, but you can look at that as well. There are a lot of other factors which probably we can also replicate in our style as well. But I would definitely say, someone like Ashmita Shetty, not as good as Ashmita Shetty or Louis Evans, right? We've just seen that video, the chair one, right? Different kind of chair. So they are in some scale, right? But definitely the concept is good, a new concept, and we will learn from that. So as I said, we will have a look at this particular video, and then Rashmi would share the Google form. There are 10 questions, and post which be ready what you want to say, and so I'll come to you one by one, and we will do that. So brilliant. So let's start this. Yeah, if you want to key in your sentences like Savita have done, right? So you certainly can, and I'm sure we will be able to find some time to do that as well. Okay, fabulous. So I hope you all would have really loved it. I'm excited to hear what you have to share. So Rashmi, please share the Google form, and so let them have a have this corrected, or maybe yeah. Here comes the Google form. So you can once you're done, please say done, and then what we will do is like we will proceed to the discussion part, right? So yeah, it starts now. Only half of it. Okay.
Yeah, half of it.
There were so many of them. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll give an opportunity to explain that when we talk to
Okay.
others, so you can explain about that and share what it was, and right, so that you can do.
Now?
Yeah, we will. They are answering the Google form,
Okay.
right? So you may not see what happened in the chat box. So
Okay.
post which I'll come to you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, is there anyone who have done it? If you're still doing it, it's fine. Take your time, maybe another 2-3 minutes. And stuff like that, right? You can just have a look at that. It's a very interesting concept, and so this is something a part and parcel of our life as well. Okay, so fabulous. So Marzuka meanwhile have completed, and Rashmita as well. So we'll just wait for Sabita for another sec or so, maybe a minute, and then we are done.
I have also completed.
You have also completed. Okay, fantastic, great. Right. So what we would do now is like we will go and take everybody's feedback. So we'll give this time for Rashmi to have it, have the Google form corrected. And it's okay if you didn't listen the complete one and stuff like that, but we'll share the scores in any case, right? So those would do that. Okay. So first, what we would do is like let's go from the bottommost. I know Srinidhi didn't understand everything. So Srinidhi, I know you have listened to the part of it, and I know you have understood what is the concept about. So what do you think about whatever you have heard and whatever you want to share? What is that you want to share?
Uh, Good evening, sir. Actually, I didn't heard much, sir. I just heard around 2 to 3 minutes like that. But I think this is the video related to how a person can face the difficulties at any level. Like that, something it's related to, and how we can face it very easily if we communicate, or if along with people, if we discuss and resolve it as soon as possible, it will be helpful. Something like that, sir.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, so is there anything which you can think across your life, or what is the suggestion which you want to share with others?
Nothing like that, sir. Now I'm not getting any idea. Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, fine, Srinidhi. Okay, so we'll come to everybody for the vocab as well. We will come later. So yes, Rashmi is also keyed in. Rashmi, no issues. Share in the next class. If you're not able to do that, that's fine. Share it in the next class. No issues. Okay, so now let's go to the next participant, which is Savita. Right. Yes. So Savita, I'm sure you have watched it full, and you might have plenty to share. So what is your share?
Yeah, the thing was like it was the exactly thing which is happen how to deal with the difficult people. So I think it is a nice lesson for me. Like he has mentioned a lot of things. Like if somebody did something, or if somebody hurt me, like it will goes on like a story on my mind. If I'm seeing that particular person.
True.
It happens for everyone, but it's a perfect lesson for me. And the thing was like he told while seeing them, our palms will sweat, and started thinking what all the things they have done for us, and it by seeing that person, it makes us angry. So all the time, my sister used to say like that, adrenaline something she used to say.
Adrenaline, yeah.
It will affect you. It will affect you. Something she will say. See, if they are not good, just wipe it off from your mind. Don't think too much. It will affect your health. Likewise, Jay Johnson was also kid that much. So many points, and he want us to like we can solve the problem, but it depends upon the person.
True.
And the heart attack is a word. Yeah, it comes. I mean, it's just a word, but it still a lot of informations, and sometime we used to think like we have to walk out. We have to walk out from this place. So like that, the common thing which is happening in everyone's life. So it was a nice thing, and he also mentioned that it will affect our health plus absenteeism, and also like this project failure also will happen. So everything. It's I think you have dedicated this video totally for me. If Pavitra saw this video, means definitely she will tell like I was the person. No, I'll do everything, but if somebody hurts me or somebody did something, it keep on eating my mind. I'll keep on thinking that it never goes on from my mind. So I'm a kind of that that kind of person. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's it.
Savita, well, because in the previous class as well, you have shared something, so we know, right? This class also gets an opportunity. You give an opportunity to topic which is around you. So you
and the main thing, I was in the label box, that annotation labeling process. He has mentioned label, so hereafter I will label the person.
Okay.
So definitely it will help me.
Okay.
If I label the person, definitely I'll the anxiety and something will my angriness
Inside.
and upset. Yeah, upset will go on.
Yeah.
That label word I liked much.
Yeah. Yeah. There are a couple of points you made. One is like labeling is also judgmental, right? The moment
Yes.
somebody walks into the door and you label, okay, this person is like that. So that is also a bit wrong because sometimes you never know. One. And second is also, but you said a very beautiful point, which is like you can't solve issues with everybody, right? So that also depends on the other person as well. And yeah, so you have experienced this, and that came out. So this video was not only for you; it's for the entire class as well. So
No,
somewhere you're
I
able
thought
to
that
relate to it.
you have delivered it to me directly.
I know.
For
Okay.
labeling, which is similar to our process.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
label word hits me.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Right,
Yeah, it's
right.
labeling is our process.
Yeah. Okay. And also, this is something like a kind of a leadership and also soft skills kind of a thing. And the topic is English, but you understood the accent and all, Sabita. It was easier to understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
no
Because
issues.
there was
Yeah.
no subtitles and all. Okay. So, Sabita, fabulous share and very good. And so you could relate and you could share what you have to. So that was very good to hear. Fantastic. Great. So let's go to Rashmita. Rashmita, would you be able to? Yeah, okay. So, yes, because, right. So, let's go to Nishma now. Let's hear her views on first thing on the podcast, which she heard. And she can also share, you can also do a kind of an task in terms like uh, how to manage difficult people as well, right? So, that is something you can do. So, first you do that, and then you can share about what is the audio podcast you listen to.
Okay. So are you giving me some time to prepare for it?
Which one?
For anything or like instant? I can do it. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah, audio podcast. You
Okay.
you have listened to that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So the one that I've heard is something related to breaking the
We can't
fitness.
see you today. What happened?
I'm on desktop because I was
Okay.
on client meeting and directly I joined the call.
Right, right, right.
So the one that I heard was breaking fitness myths.
Yeah.
So it was from Abhinav Mahajan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but it was
Right.
somebody Abhinav Mahajan.
Right.
So this was about his journey of how he became a fitness coach.
Uh-huh.
So initially when he was in his teenage or even when he was like too young, he was a very skinny person who did not have much strength, but who had like lots of guts to do anything, to go and fight with any kind of person. So once while he was in school, which was around like when he was when he was 15 years old, his friends got into a fight and they just called him. And that's something common that we see everywhere. Like if a guy gets into a fight, then the whole gang just gangs up and just goes and hits the other person. So the same thing happened to him. So his friends calls him and then they go. And when they see those were the local villagers, like they were, even they were this school or college going students, it's the opponent ones. So when they got into a fight, these people went there and then this person, he tried to fight with them. But then since he was skinny, he did not have much energy or he wasn't that strong enough. He got hit back by all of them, due to which he was hospitalized for some days. And that is when he realized that, he has to get into fitness. He has to become at least a bit strong to face anybody anytime in the future. So by this time, he got into a college. And then in college, he thought, okay, let's join gym and let's get into some fitness. So that is when he starts his fitness journey. By the time he was 18, he was fit enough. Like compared to his earlier days, he had this big body. He was fit. People used to, just constantly support him for what he's doing. And then once in college, even he's an engineering student, like he's a mechanical engineer. So once during college fest, there was this competition of, bodybuilding. So he joins it and then he wins first prize or something. And then even he gets the appreciation from his lecturers. So that is when he thought, like, instead of getting this 9 to 5 job, why don't I just be as a fitness coach? So he took this profession seriously. He went to China for like 6 months He did some course over there related to this fitness. He comes back and then he starts his own fitness journey over here. So this is all I've heard till now, like the life story. And next was about breaking some fitness myths, which I could not hear.
Fabulous, Nishma. Very good. Fantastic. So did you like that particular site which was shared? There is plenty of interest.
Yeah, there are plenty of them. But I like this story of his, like how he just got into fitness, why he just left all his 9 to 5 jobs. His parents dreamt of him of getting into some government jobs, which was even his dream initially. But when he started getting this appreciation from other people related to how fit he has become, he thought, let's just continue this. So this is something like you never know. You plan something, but you end up doing something.
So precisely, you never know where life can take you, and so I don't know the connecting dot that which we play, right? A classic video of Steve Jobs, which is also we don't know where we are heading, where our life is taking. So that was good. So Nishwa, fantastic share. I think you liked this. The way you narrated it was so nice to hear. And so that came out, the passion of this particular gentleman came out the way you spoke. So brilliant. And so this is another, have you listened to the podcast before, audio or maybe radio and stuff like that?
Yeah, when we travel, we get to hear it in cars, like the radios.
English?
No, it was in Hindi, not
Okay.
English. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So if see, there are some FM and those kind of stuff
Yeah.
as well. We get English as well. Maybe not the entire day because you'll not have any listeners. You may not have listeners. So those kind of an also great opportunity. If you look at some of the podcasts, we also listen to some sort Cyrus Barucha, right? The way he brings in a lot of humor and the way the style and also this is also something which is and the reason why we played is also there out there. And it's not only the videos, it can be audio as well, which will enlighten us in terms like the approach, the use of language, the words and style as well. So that is the reason. And I'm sure you liked it. And that's the reason. And also watch that video as well, which we did that particular class if you have not watched it. So it will give you, I've given a lot of info why we should listen to the podcast.
Okay.
Fabulous share, Nishma. So let's, because I didn't want it to be just be there. So I thought, okay, let's think on feet and do something. So you shared that very nicely. Very good. So that leaves with the last participant to share. So which is Marzuka. Marzuka, I know you came in slightly bit later. So from when did you start listening to the video? Watching the video?
I heard in between. I did not much, but I heard a little.
Okay. So your net doesn't seem to be really good today, internet connectivity. So yeah, I think we lost you now.
Time the teacher.
Okay, so we can't hear you. Marzuka, can you quickly do one thing? Log off and log in back. Let's try. Sometime it works. Quickly log off and log in back. Yeah, we'll wait for her. Yeah, Srinidhi is also back. Okay, so what we would do now is like we will move ahead because as we said that we would be doing this Google form in the next class. Marzuka is back. Yes, Marzuka. Try now.
Hello.
Yeah, it's better now. Much better. Try. Okay. Marzuka, we are waiting for you. Okay, so we will wait because we will save some time here. So brilliant.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Marzuka, you are on mute. Yeah, please share what you want to share.
Am I audible?
Yeah, now you're audible. Yeah.
Here now. Yes, sir. I'm at Bumba Beach and it is very tiring.
Oh, okay, okay. Do one thing. Still, I don't think so. Your
Yes.
net is clear. So save your thoughts. We will come back to you when we do the vocabulary. If
Okay, sir.
mind in the next class. Okay, be safe wherever you are. Okay, so be connected with us. Right, fabulous. So what we would do now is like fabulous share everybody, right? Especially Sabita who listened the entire stuff. So that was good. But see, these are also these kind of TEDx is something which I'll play some. I'll show you some slides as well, which is also another opportunity. TEDx is a part of YouTube itself because you'll see a lot of TEDx video, but TEDx is all about very short. I'll tell you what is TEDx in a while. I'm sure you would have seen a lot of this. Ashwita Shetty video is also from there. I don't know whether we have played in 301, right? So first thing is like for leadership and all, right? If you're already in, if you're not there, it's fine, right? So this was a great concept. And why should because you hate someone, you get stressed and you fall ill, or it could be the ultimate would be the heart attack stuff as well, right? Because this is your heart attack, the way he says that. So that was very good. And a lot of things which came out. Labeling is like Sabita immediately could recollect, and also judgmental is being labeling as well, right? So that is what also, and right, and so he gave classic example as well. This is also way how we can present our case. Classic example, Bill and Ted, right? Because unless and until you tell a story, you can't engage with the audience, right? And the humor is another thing, and the topic itself was very, very right. So conflict, right? How do you right? Those are the things. But sometimes inclusive communication, those kind of a thing which came out. I know sometimes it may not be immediately. You will be able to recollect everything, right? And but this is a different thought process, and which is very good, right? TEDx is all about these kind of videos which give you a different opinion altogether. And especially leadership training, or maybe a bit of soft skills training, apart from the common one, is also these kind of thought process, which does company does involve in. So, but our discussion and the reason why I played is for English, but also it's something which we all can take away from, right? So this is what it is. We all live in this world where we all think differently. We have different upbringing and stuff like that, and so this is also a great concept to have how you can cope up with everybody and work together as a team, right? But as I said, we'll not get into that part. It was purely for English. I'm very happy what you could all share. So now what we will do is like see, anyway the vocabularies are there in the folder, right? So we will probably in the next few classes, we may not focus too much on the vocabulary, which might consume time, so we will have a look offline as well. And right, and but get into the habit and don't leave it, right? So all these kind of words, look out for outside as well and keep making as well. So now what we will do is like we have another 11 minutes. So let's look at this TEDx. If you have time, we can look at some vocabulary words as well, right? So TEDx. So what is TEDx? Like we played audio podcasts, or maybe we have played a lot of videos and stuff like that, right? So TEDx is another platform where you will have so many videos like the one which you saw today, right? And explore that. I keep saying that, see, now we are in the learning zone now, because we meet whenever we have class and stuff like that. But after that, after the training is over, there is no learning zone. So in the sense, like, you can be in your zone. I know you can watch a movie, you can probably watch a TEDx, or you can probably listen to a song, or maybe you can go to, I've shared one particular audio podcast link. There might be hundreds, right? But this I really found good. So TEDx is also another thing. So TEDx could be within YouTube as well. You will have TEDx as well. And TEDx has our Indian version as well, right? Shah Rukh Khan used to host for some time. And so I don't know what. And also, if you the Moksh video about Deepak Ramola, so that was he's also on TEDx. He does a lot of. So let's look at what is TEDx, right? So if you look at here, it is Deepak Ramola. This is Ashwita Shetty. So if we have not seen or played this video, right, some of the previous graduates would have watched it. please Google in Ashwita Shetty and watch out her TEDx thing, and look at the way how she presents her case and how she is able to have the entire audience engage with them, right? So this is, of course, an engaging stuff where you probably not engaging in terms of verbal communication, but your audience are sitting in front of you. It's not virtual, right? So that is a difference. But again, once we gain the confidence here in the classroom like this, somewhere down the line, yes, of course, the first and second and third and stuff will be a bit of challenge. But once we keep doing it, no, then we would be able to get that confidence as well, stage confidence as well. As I said, Shah Rukh Khan, another speaker, Ramola, this tiny little girl, right? There are plenty of videos, and which is very interesting. Give you some concept and which will be fabulous, right? And also another very important thing is like language, right? Language is the bottom line, and so you will be able to grasp a new style of delivery, new way of engaging or maybe sharing their thoughts, and new vocabulary, and so many things which can be learned. Always when we are among the group where either in person or maybe through digital platform, there is no way that you will not be able to learn anything from there. Somewhere down the line, it'll brush onto you as well. Okay, ideas worth spreading is what TEDx is all about. TED conferences means technology, entertainment, and design.